Growing up in Dominican culture, the first thing your mom does in the morning is brew coffee. In the countryside of Dominican Republic, we farm, we harvest, we roast coffee, and it's one of those things that when I came to America, to New York City, I didn't see that Dominican coffee representation that I saw with Brazilian, Colombian, Costa Rican coffees, Ethiopian coffees. I just wanted to create awareness to Dominican coffee. I wanted people to try it. I wanted people to tell you, oh, this is a great cup of coffee from the Dominican Republic. It's not just a great country for vacation. We have good coffee too. My name is Hector Carvajal. I am 26 years old and I make $25,000 a year. I am the founder of Don Carvajal Cafe, a coffee roasting business that I started in 2019. Between the Dominican Republic and the Bronx, I saw a lot of people grinding and hustling, and I feel like that's what instilled the entrepreneurial spirit within me. The first job my mom had when she came to America was cleaning tables at McDonald's, and my dad was a cab driver. So resources were scarce, and we didn't really have much money to work with. Thankfully, we made it happen, and thanks to their resilience and their hard work and their honesty, I am that type of person now that carries those values, and I'm able to carry out my craft. I'm able to chase my dreams. All right. In 2018, I studied business with a concentration in marketing at the University of Rochester, and I had a class where I had to create a business plan and a marketing plan for the term. And the first thing that I thought about was coffee, specifically Dominican coffee, and how it's not properly represented in the United States market.
This is a photo of my grandfather in the Dominican Republic in 1986. This is where I get the inspiration for my brand, for the logo and the organic feel and everything that you see that we put across. I funded my business via a $500 credit card, a $300 grant, and then I raised $60,000 via a Kickstarter campaign. For the first 3 years of my business, I lived rent-free at my mother's place. When I came back from college, I really didn't see myself succeeding. Thanks to her, I was able to save money and take the little bit of money that I was getting from the business and reinvest it back into it. Not growing up with much, I learned that you don't need much to survive. You need a roof over your head, you need food, and some of the necessities. Making $25K a year, I just make it work. And that's the same way my mother made it work. I am more than just fine with $25K for now. A lot of the expenses like the car insurance, the maintenance, gas are all a company expense since it's a company vehicle. My cell phone bill is also another business expense because I use it to call, text for work, make content and stuff like that. My apartment's rent is $2,700 a month, and then when you include utilities and little things in between, it comes out to about $3 grand a month. And then me and my girlfriend split it down the middle, and my portion is $1,500. Majority of the stuff that we consume at home, I barter and trade at the farmer's market. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I appreciate that. So they have a lot of great options from the local community, from greens to veggies, fish, cheese, and all these other things that I get to trade for a cup of coffee or a bag. I have free health insurance coverage in the state of New York based on my income bracket via Medicaid. I don't currently have any credit card debt. If I do use my credit card, I pay it the same month. And the only debt I have to my name is student loans, which got forgiven, but I'm waiting for it to really be processed with the new thing that Biden has going on. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I don't really save much money.
I'll take you.
And it's just because I decided to try to put together some money to see if I want to invest it into another business, like vending machines or like a new little venture to kind of diversify my assets. As the owner and operator of Don Carvajal Cafe, I typically start my week by checking my email, checking our online orders. Then I make my way to New Jersey, where I pick up the raw green beans at the warehouses where they store most of the green coffee in the East Coast.
We're at Continental Terminals in New Jersey, one of the biggest raw green coffee warehouses in the East Coast. This is where I get some of my green coffee. I am picking up Dominican coffee today. A lot of big players like Starbucks and Dunkin' and other local coffee roasters come and pick up their coffee from here. And yeah, let's get right to it. Yeah, un saco de café dominicano. This is where it all goes down. So we got a bunch of different coffees. Got Colombian, Brazilian, Honduran coffee right here. It's all basically different lots or different farms. It's mucho coffee, green coffee. Gracias. We're currently at a co-shared roasting facility where I bring my raw green coffee and grind, literally and figuratively. So as you can see, we have green coffee, we have the roaster. This is a lowering right here, industrial sized coffee roaster. It costs about just 100 racks. So you see the green beans, you see the roaster. This is where it all goes down.
My go-to cup of coffee is really just a pour over or a black drip. I just enjoy coffee for what it is. Like, I don't judge, I don't critique. I just want to try you for who you are. I'm not putting sugar, I'm not putting milk. I just want to have it for what it is. And that's how I like humans. I'm like, listen, just be yourself and give the world who you are and what you are and just be genuine. My goal in the next 5 years for my business is to really expand its retail presence, its wholesale presence. I would love to be in more retailers like Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, big chains, because I just want people to try Dominican coffee. I want you to get familiar with it. I wanted to reach more states. I wanted to go further than New York. I wanted to go past the Bronx. I have my mother, who I would love to take care of in any way, shape, or capacity. If anything happens, I want to make sure I take care of her financially for all the good stuff she has done for me to be here today, and potentially invest into other businesses and entertain other ideas that I might have. But I want to make sure the business is running itself and that I can invest my time and energy into other things.